This is not a hotel. It's not a five-star resort. And it isn't a government building. It's someone's home. A private residence in Mumbai that rises roughly 173 meters into the sky. 27 floors, 3 helipads, parking for 168 cars, and a price tag that has been estimated at around $2 billion. But here's the strange part. If you had billions of dollars, why would you build a house this enormous? Why not buy a mansion? Why not buy an entire island? Why build a skyscraper just to call it home? To understand that, we have to go back to the beginning. Mumbai is one of the world's most expensive cities for prime real estate, and Altamount Road sits among its most prestigious addresses. This was where the project would rise. But Antilia wasn't designed like an ordinary house. Architects had to think vertically, because the land itself was limited. So instead of spreading outward, the house went up, and up, and up. Antilia has a total living area of roughly 400,000 square feet. That's bigger than many luxury hotels. The building contains 27 floors, but because of its unusually high ceilings, its height is comparable to a typical 60-story building. Think about that, a house with the height of an office tower. And yet, this isn't an office. It's where one family lives. Then there's the parking. Antilia can accommodate around 168 cars. Not 8, not 20, 168. The building also has multiple high-speed elevators, because moving around a 27-story house is basically a vertical commute. But the garage is only the beginning. The residence includes swimming pools, a health centre, a spa, a theatre, and even a room designed to produce artificial snow. In Mumbai, a city where the temperature can feel completely opposite. That single detail tells you something about Antilia. This wasn't built simply to be comfortable. It was built to be extraordinary. And that's where the story gets more interesting. Because the cost wasn't just about square footage. The design itself was highly customized. Different materials, different textures, different architectural motifs, all combined inside one enormous structure. Guinness World Records currently lists Antilia as the most expensive house ever built. But there is an important catch. The exact construction expenditure isn't publicly clear. Some estimates placed it at hundreds of millions, while later estimates put the figure around $2 billion. So the number isn't as simple as the internet often makes it sound. But Antilia became famous for another reason: its location. Look around the building, one of the world's most expensive private homes, standing in one of India's most densely populated cities. That contrast made Antilia controversial. To some people, it represented extraordinary ambition. To others, it became a symbol of extreme inequality. And that's something money can't simply erase. The house was built for Mukesh Ambani and his family. Ambani built his fortune through Reliance, a business empire spanning energy, telecommunications, retail, and technology. So Antilia wasn't just a house. It became a physical representation of the scale of the empire behind it. But here's another number that sounds almost unbelievable. Antilia has been reported to accommodate around 600 staff. Think about the logistics, security, maintenance, cleaning, food, transportation. Every ordinary part of running a house becomes a small operation when the house itself is basically a skyscraper. And maybe that's the real story of Antilia. It's easy to look at the price, easy to count the floors, easy to count the cars. But numbers don't explain why someone builds something like this. Because at this level of wealth, a house stops being just a place to live. It becomes a statement about power, scale, and what money can actually build. But there's one detail most people miss. Antilia isn't technically the tallest skyscraper in Mumbai. It isn't even trying to be. Its unusual height comes partly from the enormous spaces between floors. So from the outside, it looks like a skyscraper. But inside, it's something much stranger. A private vertical world built for one family. And perhaps that's what makes Antilia so fascinating. Not that it cost billions, but that someone had enough money to turn the idea of a house into an entire vertical universe. Some people buy a house, others build a world.